Hi everyone, if you're seeing this video, you've probably had hail damage in your neighborhood, and I'm trying to tell you in this video how you can identify hail damage all on your own and know if you have real damage that's worth filing an insurance claim on your property. So number one, when the hail was falling, try to remember if it was soft or hard hail. So soft hail is going to be like an ice snowball. It's going to kind of hit the ground and it's going to splat or break apart when it hits the ground. Hard hail or like a hail stone is going to bounce when it hits your sidewalk. So kind of notice that. Next thing you want to do, number two, is notice how large the hail was. So if you have dime size hail, that's not going to really cause any damage to your roof per se. You might get a couple little dents on your gutters, but that's about it. But if you have quarter size hail, that's really where your damage starts. Quarter size and bigger, that's where it is. I will say soft hail, hard hail, even smaller hail, all those will shred your trees. And if you get hail for an extended period of time, like 20 minutes, right, your property is going to look pretty destroyed. Your garden's going to be destroyed, but it may not warrant an actual roof claim or anything through the insurance company. So do note that. And then the last thing is how to actually identify if you. Easiest thing to do is just go outside, look at your house. So number one, check your gutter downspouts. So there's the horizontal gutters that come out that are collecting the waters and run off the roof. The downspout is the vertical part that runs usually along the corner of your house, and then it comes all the way down and then dumps the water out on the ground. Just check there and see if you have any dents on that standing piece. And I would check all four corners of your house. Hail can be very wind driven, just like wind driven rain, so can hail. So it's very directional and may only damage one side of the house. Next thing is look at the bottom of your gutter downspouts where the water dumps onto the ground. If you have a bunch of granules or sand that's basically the same color as your roof, that's also a good indicator that you had some serious damage on your roof. Thirdly is you can just check for if you have kids and you've got plastic toys in the backyard or plastic lawn ornaments or things like that. If things are broken or have cracks in them or things like that, or little holes are knocked out of them, that's also a really good indicator that you had damage. Another one is you can actually just check your car. So if your car was not in the garage, right, but it was out in the driveway or not under a tree somewhere in the yard, just check the hood of that and the roof of that and see if you have any damage on that. That's a very good indicator as well as to whether or not you have damage. Then lastly is another one to check when you're checking your downspouts is check your window screens. So the actual screen in the window that keeps the bugs from running through there, check at the very bottom of that where it meets the frame of the window, and in that section there, one window might chip actually. The actual plastic or vinyl on your window will chip or dent, but then the screen itself will shred right at the very bottom. It'll fray or shred, and if you see that on a couple sides of your house, that's also a good indicator. So if you've identified all that and you've identified with one or two or three of those things and see the damage, now you need to hire a contractor or at least call somebody to come out and look at it. So what do you look for in a good contractor? Number one, I would say do your due diligence, right? If you're in a big storm's just come through, you probably having thousands of roofers knock on your door, driving you and your family crazy. But don't feel like you have to go with anybody there. So do your check, let's say you do talk to a couple people, you really like them, really connect with them, get their card, check them out online, but just don't be pressured into signing something right off the bat. That's a big area of concern there. Next is, you do find a couple people you like, they do get on your roof, make sure they show you a video or a picture of what actually happened up there. If you can't see that, and you can't actually see the damage that they're talking about, get somebody else to show it, to go out and do another assessment. You don't want to file claims for no reason just because there's very light hail damage up there. Like, you want real damage. So make sure you can see that. And then lastly, I would say is, do you trust them? So this is the number one question you want to ask whenever you're hiring anybody, whether you're hiring an attorney, you're trying to find a dentist that you want to work on your teeth, trying to find somebody to work on your car. Like, you want to know, do you trust that person, right? You don't just randomly pick people out of the phone book or off of Google and do work for them. So just make sure you trust them. That's the number one thing. It doesn't matter who's referring them to you, your neighbor, your relative, family, friends, whatever it is, make sure you trust them. So answer that. And then our call to action would be, hey, if you're in the Denver metro market and you want a second opinion on a roof or a first opinion, we would love to come out and help you with that. Just give us a call anytime. We have 24/7 answering service. You can go online and schedule appointments as well without talking to anybody. So definitely reach out to us. We believe that you deserve a zero pressure, 100% honest digital analysis of your roof. So when you call us out, we'll give you pictures, we'll give you what the damage is, we'll even give you a report many times showing the whole damage and what's going on so you can make an honest and informed decision. So we'd love to meet you. Give us a call.